Das war Nummer 4, glaube ich.
If I'm not mistaken, Paracelsus named the element called zinc.
Z. I. N. K. Okay. Sammlermünzen. Ist ja nicht auffällt, dass die einen Kleptomane die ganze Zeit alles unter der Nase wegklaut. Ach, das ist für die Vorhänge. Jetzt verstehe ich. Ich dachte, das ist ein Gürtel.
Amber crystals. The alchemist is an old man.
Der Brief. Schauen wir mal auf den Balkon. Warte, wo war? Ah. Dass ich mal zu viel Gilet Royal habe. Unfassbar sowas. Hier habe ich mit dem Dings gesprochen. Wo können die noch sein? Ins Turmzimmer wollte ich noch. Turmzimmer, genau. Direkt die nächste. Ein bisschen dunkler geworden. Darf ich nicht mehr mitlesen? Sieht echt schick aus. Okay. Wir kommen ja von oben, also müssen wir jetzt eine Etage runter. Oh, Amigo Godoy. Konferenzraum. Wird er garantiert nicht sein. Kleiner Salon. So viel Erdsternchen. Okay, jetzt darf ich so wieder nicht rein. Sehr schön. Im Garten hieß es, ist er nicht. Ich kann natürlich... Kann ich nochmal die Katakomben? Richtig, ich glaube. Yay! Ah, okay. Ich darf mich nicht nachts heimlich. Doch, hier lang. Da lang. Okay, wunderbar. Ist hier jemand? Kann man nicht mit interagieren? Wo ist Monsieur Godoy? Ich sage immer noch, das ist eine stylische, aber komplett unpraktischer.
Atrus, the Miller brothers. Mother expressly forbade me from reading it.
Ist das nicht bei einer Pate? Ah, nein. Spiel, mein Freund, Spiel.
Duke Manuel?
Well, well. Monsieur de Richet, I was not expecting you. I am not in the mood, sir. I warn...
Einen Augenblick, sorry für Unterbrechung. Godoy. Etikette ist er immun. Und alles aufdecken tut die 3.
What do you want from me, sir?
I see you're still feeling under pressure since your arrival.
Halt, ich mach grad. Gegen die
Notice that
Etikette.
you've been on the defensive. It seems to me that Monsieur Peru has a knack for getting your back up.
That is the least you can say. Indeed. I was warned. I knew what to expect. For God's sake, why in the hell did your people execute their king? Have the French gone stark raving mad? There are nothing but monarchies in power in Europe. They will all come crashing down on you.
We shall see. It might, well, turn out to be the
Oh
opposite.
ja.
You certainly do not lack for audacity, young man. Just tell me one thing, monsieur. Why did you side with Mortimer? He is alone, isolated. The United States can do nothing to help you, and France is surrounded by over 10 countries just waiting for the word to pounce. Really, I do not see why you choose Mortimer.
Okkultismus, okay. Und das teuer.
The Golden Order, my friend. The Order is everywhere. We come from France. We are President of the United States, England, and many other
Solche
countries.
Geschichten.
We have ambitions and the means to carry them out. You'll see, once all hell breaks out and your English support starts to fade away. The Order is an international organization. It matters little what governments do. Otherwise, why would Mortimer have gone to the trouble of inviting my mother?
If you are right, Sir Gregory has got it all wrong. Tell me, do you really believe Spain has any interest in ceding Louisiana to France?
Schön teuer.
Duke Manuel, for Spain, I don't know. But for you, I'm convinced that Lord Mortimer will thank you generously.
You would not be trying to bribe me, would you?
Nothing could be further from my mind. It would be an insult to believe that someone such as yourself might have a practical attitude towards its virtue. Even so, it is only natural that you be supported and encouraged if you were to follow Lord Mortimer, isn't it?
Indeed, for services rendered, it would be natural for me to receive compensation for the time spent achieving such an undertaking, yes.
Naturally. And, given your status, my Lord Duke, the compensation would have to be considerable.
Naturally. Tell me one last thing. What would I gain from all this?
Moment. Zack. Zack. Ihn in den Knie. Da.
I'm sure that Lord Mortimer will be very appreciative. He's always supported those who have given him help, and you know well that he has every means to do so.
That at least is true.
Come on, you fool, give it up. You're trapped like a rat.
Monsieur, I am astounded. I did not think you capable, but you have succeeded. I will be more wary of you the next time. Nonetheless, if you can guarantee Lord Mortimer's support, then yes, You can count on my vote when the time comes. However, I expect you to be discreet with regard to my former partners, without which our agreement will become null and void.
Of course, my Lord Duke. You can count on me. Lord Mortimer will be delighted to hear the news.
I hope you know what you are getting into, Louis. I bid you good luck.
Good night, my Lord Duke. See you tomorrow. Well, that's one thing out of the way. Only thing left to do is wait for the conference to resume tomorrow morning.
Ja, aber bei allem gebotenen Respekt. Er entscheidet sich nur aus persönlichen Gründen, sein Land sozusagen in den Nachteil zu versetzen. Klar, es ist schwer zu verteidigen, aber für... Würde er wirklich auf die Dauer alles verlieren, wenn er sich dagegen entscheiden würde? Komme ich hier hin? Wo bin ich denn? Ja. Der redet doch, gibt mir doch eh nix, oder? Ein Stein. Ein Stein.
What can I do for you, sir? I am at your service, day and night, sir.
Von wegen, nichts kann er. Ach halt, ich wollte noch schauen. Ach, darf man nicht rein. Warum?
I would like to come in.
I am sorry, sir, but that is not possible for the moment.
Why do you ask?
Sir Gregory's orders, sir.
Very well. Thank you.
Good evening, sir.
Okay, da haben die da ihre Verhandlung. Eigentlich will ich Mortimer gar nicht helfen. Halt. Ich muss... Genau. Doch, das passt. Ich weiß ja nicht wirklich, ob die Mutter ihm wirklich helfen wollte. Ach.
Ah, Monsieur de Richet. You wouldn't have seen Duke Manuel by any chance, would you?
I just ran into him. He was heading for the dining room.
Ah, thank you.
You're welcome, my friend. Wir Deutschen müssen zusammenhalten. So, mein Zimmer. Jap, hier ist es.
Good evening, Monsieur le Français.
Duchess, you're here. What a charming surprise. I'm beginning to think you can't be without me.
You have managed to penetrate my armor, sir. Am I disturbing you, perhaps?
That's not what I said.
Ah, by the way, you surprised me during the conference.
Why's that?
Well, you are going to lose. Why stay with Lord Mortimer?
I believe he has every chance of winning.
My, you are a rash one. However, if ever you want to change sides, please feel free to let me know.
But tell me, you didn't come here to try and make me change my mind, did you?
That's the last thing on my mind, although you would have everything to gain by it.
Hab ich nicht.
There's no point trying to persuade me. Don't hold it against me.
Of course not, silly. Louis, if you trust me, you ought to ask yourself why I have chosen home. You do trust me, don't you?
Doch, eigentlich vertraue ich ihr.
Of course, Emily.
Admit, though, that it does make you think. There's still time, you know. Join us, before it's too late.
Did I ever tell you the tragic story of Das Plagueis device?
Unfortunately, my word is my bond. I don't want to leave Lord Mortimer in the lurch.
Very well, as you wish. It's up to you to decide.
Tell me, are these visits to Mortimer's always so intense?
Yes and no. My sister doesn't normally disappear like she has. Any news of your mother?
Well, I should imagine you're still shaken. I promise to shed light on my mother's circumstances as soon as possible.
There's not much to shed light on. What your mother did is inexcusable. She won the trust of my sister in order to more easily betray her. She didn't do anything to her. Can we change subject, please?
Du hast
I didn't
angefangen.
come here to go through all that again.
Of course, it's late. You're right.
Frauen. Die ist doch verheiratet. Und hat Kissing Animations.
Come, Louis.
Use the force.
My friends, do not worry. I assure you that Lord Mortimer's plan will never see the light of day. I shall deal with informing our allies, but for the time being, I need you to make a stand.
What do you think about Monsieur de Richet?
I don't know yet. I feel there's great potential in him. He looks like he can be trusted. And Duchess Hillsborough. Why isn't she here? She's busy. Don't worry about her.
Oh, isn't
that's
it
definitely
time to
angesetzt.
replace her?
Not so fast, sir. She is an important figure. You ought to have a little more faith in her. What are we going to do about Washington? He will be a hard nut to crack. On our chessboard, he is Mortimer's king. Don't worry. Mr. President only wants one thing: to keep his dear America united. He won't jeopardize everything he has achieved on a whim. He has been serving Mortimer for quite some time. It won't be easy to bring him around. Do you feel all right, Mr. Godoy? You haven't said a word.
Please excuse me, gentlemen. I feel tired.
Oh, I see. I think it is high time you left us then. Now!
Was geht hier vor sich? Mortimer wirkt ehrlicher. Oder direkter? Weniger
Emily?
manipulativ? Impulsiver.
Are you there?
Habe ich da vorne Knöpfe, um mich leichter erleichtern zu können?
Sir, the conference is about to begin. You are expected in the conference room.
Tell them I'm coming. Thank you.
Come on, Louis. The game is back on.
My friends, the conference is about to begin. Please excuse me if I troubled you last night with my project. I understand that you might well have a few questions to ask. As you know, the final vote will be cast in a few days. This morning's aim is to answer your questions and check the temperature of your respective positions so that we may reach a greater understanding.
As always, Lord Mortimer.
We parted in perfect disagreement, my lord. Where would you like us to take it from?
Come, sir. Please let William believe he still has a chance of winning us over. Otherwise, his imprecations will lack panache, and we shall be bored stiff.
Oh, let me assure you, I am convinced that a good night's sleep has brought sound advice, and that this morning will be even more interesting. Therefore, I would like to go around the table in order to hear everyone's first impressions.
Well, I am still firmly against it, even though my choice won't count.
Against.
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 And you, Duke Manuel?
Well, you see, it is more complicated and
Godoy?
Calm, Gregory. Don't try to impress my guests, please.
They are not your guests.
Gregory, anyone under my roof is by definition my guest, you included. I would be very grateful if you would let my guests speak. Duke Manuel, you were saying you still had some doubts?
Well, you see, the situation has changed since last night.
What's going on here, my Lord Duke?
You see, I gave it some thought during the night. New arguments have come to light.
What do you mean, Duke Manuel?
Sir Gregory, I regret to inform you that Spain will not support you in this operation. I vote for. Moreover, in response to arguments brought to my attention, I declare war on France.
What?
What?
What is he doing?
If you think France is afraid of you, you are dreaming.
Over 10 nations rise against you, young man, and you behave like a yapping little dog?
When the French armies are at your door, my Lord Duke, you will change your tune. Well, as for me, I am for Lord Mortimer's project, despite Duchess Hillsborough's overwhelmingly convincing nocturnal attentions.
What? So Emily was playing at trying to win over guests last night?
It was nothing more than a friendly little chat, of course.
How could it be otherwise? And by the way, remember me to your husband when you see him. And you, President Washington, what is your position?
For, of course.
Well, that leaves just yourself and Monsieur Peru, Louis.
You're all making me sick. Look at yourselves.
What?
You are pathetic!
Have you been drinking or what?
There you are, quibbling away. My Lord Duke this, and Madame Duchess that. You know very well that we're nothing but puppets on a damn string.
Jacques, Camille!
Let's end the charade. It's over!
Jacques,
My lord, thank you for everything you've done for me over the years. But it didn't come for free. And now I see the price is too high to pay. I'll stop.
come, Jacques, we'll talk it over.
No, I'm finished. I want my freedom back, my lord. I shall no longer work for you.
Du wirst nicht sterben.
Wait!
De Richet, you just can't help it, can you?
Verdammt. Psychologie.
Trying to play the hero, man!
Ja, eben, das hast du nicht verdient.
Monsieur, I know I don't really know you, but you seem like a decent person.
I have done so many horrible things!
You blame yourself, I can see that. Everything's not lost.
I don't want to do bad things anymore.
You can take control of yourself again. You can fix whatever it is you've done.
Do you really believe that?
Of course, Jacques. You'll have all the time you need.
Panik.
Jacques, you're not alone.
There's nothing you can do against him.
Of course there is. We've already started.
How can you say that, knowing he's already probably gotten rid of your mother, Louis?
No, he hasn't. She's still here. She's alive, Jacques.
But...
Yes, trust me.
Eben.
This is not who you are. You're better than that.
You don't know me.
Yes, I do. I know you're no coward, so give me your weapon, please.
But
There's nothing to fear. I'm right here.
I don't want him to talk to me.
Don't worry. You're safe now, Jacques.
Monsieur Peru, you could have seriously hurt someone if Monsieur de Richet here hadn't stopped you. Your behavior is unacceptable. You would do better to go and rest in your apartment. My friends, we shall continue the conference later. I would like to apologize for the inexcusable behavior of my guest. We all need to recover from all of this excitement. Take the rest of the day off.
Oh, my Jacques. Guter Buddy, Jacques. XP, XP. Give me the XP. Aufmerksamkeit muss ich noch aufleveln. Ein Punkt. Level up in Aufmerksamkeit. Wunderbar. Heimlichkeit. Sprachen. Ach, kann ich gerade nicht schauen. Ich muss es schon... Gewandtheit. Oder? Gewandtheit, Moralität, Überzeugung. Oh, mein lieber Jacques. Mein lieber Jacques.
This is like a bad dream. For what reason?
That makes no sense at
I
all.
don't understand. I spoke to him only recently.
Monsieur Peru has lost his mind. It's obvious.
Yet another way for the French to make a spectacle of themselves. Well, once again it has worked.
My friends, let us settle down, please. We are all in shock, of course. Let us celebrate Louis's courage. He enabled us to avert a tragedy.
Yes, that was very noble of you, Louis.
You have given us all a fine lesson in courage.
Thank you.
He owes you his life. That's quite something.
That madman deserves to die.
We are providing Monsieur Peru with care, but rest assured, he is no longer a danger to himself or anyone else. I think everyone needs a little rest.
Wenn du Jacques was antust,
Can you stay a
verstehe ich
moment?
dich.
Of course.
Kann ich nicht lesen, Belesenheit, Befragung. Wie viel darf ich lesen? 3. Zack. 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 Dankeschön. Wunderschön. Yes, my lord. The Death Star is in construction.
Louis, I wanted to thank you personally. I admire what you did to save Monsieur Peru's life. You have given us all a wonderful lesson in courage.
Don't mention it, my lord. You would have done the same. I was just quicker.
Ah, humility is a fine quality, sir.
Where is he now?
In his room. I've sedated him. I don't want him trying to take his life again. Or, worse yet, attacking one of the guests. When in despair, Monsieur Peru is clearly a dangerous man.
Mr. Home. Ah, ja, das alles schon gemeinte, meinte ich Gregory Holm. Der Impulsive. Der vielleicht Gute. Und Mortimer, der mit sanfter Stimme, ist wahrscheinlich der Böse. Wobei er bestimmt überzeugt ist von dem, was er sagt. Er ist gegen Wissenschaft immun.
Tell me, my lord, can you think of any reason why he would be so terrified of you?
Terrified? Come now, that's a bit harsh. I think he was simply unable to put things into perspective. I see no reason to fear me. Ask President Washington. I don't believe I'm such a difficult friend.
Having spoken to him, I can assure you that he feared you even more than death itself. Had he disappointed you in any way recently?
Of course, he was on the edge. He was desperate, and it grew noticeable in his work. Our collaboration was probably coming to an end, but I certainly didn't feel the need to threaten him, ever.
But without you, no more support, no more money. It was an end to his social status. If you lost, he lost everything, didn't he?
No, not his life.
Thanks to me, I guess. On that note, my lord, I'll be leaving you. Have we covered everything?
Absolutely. Oh, Louis. One more thing,
Ja.
please.